All right, we got another 125 on the bench for a no spark diagnosis. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll just be cleaning up the points. This one's rocking a couple rare items. We have the cold weather muffler guard there. So we get airflow from the flywheel or the fan. Travels through the cylinder shroud here, goes into the muffler guard, gets directed back up underneath the fuel tank air box here. The air intake vents or ports, whatever you want to call them, are right here underneath. So it directs that hot air back in there to prevent carb icing and help the saw run a little bit better in those low temperatures. It's also equipped with a wide wrap handle. This was typically found on the models equipped with a chain brake. Unfortunately, we have an early model clutch cover here with no chain brake. There's a kind of a mixture of parts here. This thing looks like it might have been pieced together with some random parts. Obviously, we got an early air filter cover. It has a late model chrome bore cylinder, but an early shroud there. Early recoil. Another interesting feature about this, about a lot of these 125s, especially the late models, common knowledge or understanding is that after the first couple of years, they discontinued the dual jet carb, and only a fixed jet, till it's an HS124 carb, was available on these. But you can see here, and I've ran across several of them. Operator's presence levers are only found on the late model saws, originally from the factory. But we have the carb adjustment port here, which could have been obviously easily drilled, and that appears to be... No, actually, there's paint inside that hole, so either it's been repainted or not. It's got the factory plastic plug right here to capture the strap for that cover there. But this saw is also equipped with the Walbro SDC 20 dual jet carb. So this has a adjustable high-speed jet on it, so you can dial it in at different elevations. Again, it's not recommended to tune these and exceed the 10,500 RPM limit that was recommended by Mac. But you can do whatever you want with your saw. We also have dual H&S spikes here. You can see the two different sizes. There was actually 3 size options for these H&S spikes. We can see the large and then the medium on there. Normally you wouldn't want to put these big spikes on the clutch cover because this lower bolt hole is fairly fragile and can break off. Really only one of these guys is needed. They do look cool with the dual H&S on there though. So we'll get this guy all cleaned up. Looks like it's had a few hundred hours of use on it. There's a bunch of grime and gunk in there, so we'll get it cleaned up, and then we'll start working on the no spark issue and go through. We'll air check it, make sure there's no leaks anywhere, do all the basic maintenance and stuff on this guy, plug and fuel filter and whatnot. But yeah, here we go, another 125 on the bench.